It was later in the afternoon. Firefly had taken some time to rest, but it had been but 20 minutes after finishing her tasks for the time being. She awoke to a knock at the door. She let out a sigh, but at least she had found some sleep. Looking toward the door with some disdain, standing, she went to the door, clearing her mind. Taking a breath, she opened the door only for it to be fully opened by Lavender holding to Abel's wrist like a very tall child. "What is this all about?" Firefly looked to them. Lavender shook Abel's wrist. "Go on, tell her what you did," finally releasing her grip on him as he stood forward. "I'm sorry, Firefly. It seems that I drank some of your cider." Firefly let out a relieved breath. "Is that all? Honestly, with these antics, I thought it worse." Lavender glared at Abel as she spoke. Some? You drank it all." Firefly looked to Abel. "All of it. How is that even possible? It was a 3-gallon barrel." Abel rubbed the back of his neck. "I was thirsty, really thirsty." Firefly puffed out a breath as Lavender continued. "And now what will the children have?" Firefly hushed her. "I can make more. Have no worries on it. I will start on it now." Firefly looked to Abel. Well, how you are not ill. I will never know. You bring to me an astonishment on the capacities of what your stomach can hold, yet there's not an ounce of fat on you. Nevertheless, other than perhaps an irritated stomach and perhaps longer bush times, you will be all right." Lavender let out a sigh. "Next time, you need to ask? Don't just be chugging things down. Didn't you remember what happened last time you did that?" Abel nodded. "I am very sorry for this. If you need help making more, I am willing to help." Firefly looked to him. "It's not difficult. I still have plenty of ingredients. I only make it into cider to hide the bitterness, as well as the metallic flavors are masked by it. You have enough to prepare for." Firefly looked to Lavender. "Thank you for bringing this to me, but Abel here is not to blame. It was in his hut. He would not know of its use. He has heard nothing on it till now." Lavender calmed herself. "I was just worried. For the children." Firefly smiled. "Just take a breath, dear Lavender. They are all safe and well. You needn't worry on it. I will not allow anything to harm them. If it's in my power, it shall be done, and this is an easy fix." Lavender looked to Abel. "I'm sorry, my strong one." It's just Abel took her hand. "You are just protecting our children. You do more for them than I could ever do on my own." Lavender smiled slightly. "Why don't you go up top again and get some work done? I wish to speak with Firefly a moment, then I will go visit Tea for a while." Abel kissed her hand and left, shutting the door behind him. Lavender watched Firefly work over the steaming large pot. "May I ask the ingredients?" Firefly looked to Lavender, nodding for her to join her. "It really doesn't matter so much the ingredients as the last thing added, the electrolytic iron powder. It's what gives the nanos what they need to not take iron from the body. Children rather need quite a bit of iron to begin with. But of course, that's in normal circumstances. The nanos would strip a child sooner or later, causing great issues to appear. But at least with this, there will be no worries. I'm not adding too much because they get enough in their foods as it is. For a body without nanos, this is only a precaution." Lavender looked to her. "They are rather picky eaters?" Firefly looked to her. "That's hard to believe, considering their father's appetite." Lavender smiled, watching her mix it into the pot. Then she crushed some pumpkin seeds. Without this, it would be needing stirred for settling more often. Lavender continued to watch. "Interesting. Probably why Abel drank it all. He does love his roasted pumpkin seeds, spinach, oranges, beans, tomatoes, lentils, and bell peppers." Firefly stopped her. "Is there nothing he doesn't like?" Lavender thought a moment. "I can't say I can think of much. He will even eat the liver of animals at feasts, normally burned. But with him around, nothing much goes to waste." Firefly smiled. "He does seem to come in handy." Firefly looked to the mixture, putting it in another small wood barrel. "Let this cool. As I spoke to you before, the eldest can have a cup of it a day. The triplets, luckily, have started solids, but not truly old enough just yet to drink water safely. For this, drink a cup yourself each day. This will not travel well into your milk. It will actually halt most of the ingredients, but it will be enough for now till they drink it in a few more months. And by then, perhaps we will know more. Do you think you could replicate this recipe?" Lavender looked to it all. "I believe so. What was the other spice you added?" Was it nutmeg? Firefly looked to her. Yes, but you can use what spices your family likes. Lavender held to the warm barrel. Will you be all right getting it back to the surface? Firefly asked. Lavender smiled. I'll have a Bronco bring it in the long way. No reason on chancing it spilling. Firefly opened the door for her. When you run out, have no hesitation to ask for more. Lavender looked to her. Thank you again, Firefly, for everything. Firefly slightly bowed her head, then shut the door as she began the cleanup. She sighed before beginning the tedious job of sterilizing the dishes. Just as she was finished, she let out another sigh. Now for some sleep. Her hands still covered in soap suds, a knock came to the door. She dried them off slightly as she opened the door. There stood Abira. Is there anything you need? Firefly looked to him, her mind buzzing from lack of sleep. She looked to him. You know what I really need. I need some sleep. If you could just stop banging on my door. If everyone could just stop banging on my door for just a mere hour, I would really be grateful for that. Her voice was gritted and with some tiredness, as well as aggravation, hidden it before he could say anything. She shut the door, locking it. I have to get some rest. She fell numb onto the bed, almost falling asleep instantly. After some time later, her stomach woke her up. When was the last time she had eaten? She thought to herself. What time was it? She felt fully rested. But down here it could have been an hour or 8. She slowly sat to the side of her bed, noticing her bedding was changed, but how? Why is it so quiet? She whispered to herself, and the smell wasn't as bad as usual. Normally it was so thick with man musk. Even the herbs could only do so much, but it smells sweet somehow. Firefly went to the door, opening it slowly, expecting the musk to hit her, but instead surrounding her was a tunnel of lilacs and clethra. It wasn't just a tunnel, it was like a cave that was wide and thick. At the end, with his back turned, was Abira. Standing at the end of it, she walked to him as he turned to see her. What is all this? Abira smiled. Lilacs and clethras. Firefly took in a deep breath. I know that, but what is it about? Abira looked oddly. You said you needed some rest. Who can rest with the smell that's built up? How long have I been asleep? Abira smiled. It's nearly time for the feasting. I was hoping to escort you. Firefly slowly reached for his arm as he offered it. As they exited the flowers, she looked about. Is everyone already up top? Abira looked ahead. Most of them. She looked to him, smiling. You didn't kick them out, did you? Abira side-eyed her. No, but they have other paths. They do not need to keep strolling your path. Abira, thank you, she whispered. You are quite welcome, Firefly. She looked to him again. And the flowers? And the pillow and blanket? Surely you didn't get them all yourself? Abira looked to her. No, I cannot take full credit for it. Lavender helped get a few mares together. The flowers won't last long, I'm afraid, but at least it could give you some comfort, even if for a short time, no more than 4 days. But the pillow and blanket, well, I had a friend accomplish it. It has oils and herbs in it, so it will last somewhat longer. Firefly held to his arm. It will be long enough. I wanted to pick one of the few rooms without the filter. I need the air to be still for my work, not moving like in the other rooms, but still. I ponder how it was accomplished. Abira looked to her but said nothing as they made their way up top.